All right, so it's 8:31 now on my clock, and welcome to our midweek market review. Okay, so seems like the dollar is gaining strength again. Kung mapapansin nyo yung ating AUD USD, as it was anticipated. Zoom it, sandali ah. All right, as it was anticipated for the price to go in that direction after this bounce. So we're kind of having this hesitation here right now. Bumabalik siya ulit dun sa floor level natin, right? So if you notice that, looking at dollar yen, just to be particular on that move, yeah, that breakout is also happening right there. Yeah. So kung mapapansin nyo yan, medyo maganda naman yung breakout dun sa part na yon. Okay? Kaso nga lang, etong move is hindi pa siya nangyayari. Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin nito? So, nag-aabang ulit tayo ng bounce off this floor level for the price to go bullish. So, pag hindi nangyari yan, ibig sabihin, baka next week right? Baka next week, something to look forward to. Baka next week, pag nag-breakout yan, baka ito yung tinitingnan natin sa AUD-USD. Right? Tingnan nga natin. Just looking at the historical data, right? This could what we will possibly experience as far as AUD USD is concerned. So, but anyway, so from here we could expect for the price to go much lower, I would say. Yeah. Tingnan natin sa H4, no? Okay, balik ko lang yung ating indicator dito. Hindi siya na-save kanina. I removed it earlier, but anyway. Okay, so we're back on this one. So a potential continuation towards this direction is anticipated. Dito tayo nakaabang ng continuation ng uptrend eh. Right? Kung maalala nyo to, right? Kaso lang hindi tayo na-trigger dito. Dito tayo nakaabang papunta doon. So the price went back down. I was anticipating na for it to go down pero medyo nag-sideways siya. Ngayon nagbe-breakout na siya. So kasi from a switch on this uptrend na wala yung momentum niya, so I was expecting for the price to really continue back again and retest this level pero hindi siya nangyari. So ngayon, ito na yung nakikita natin, right, on AUD USD. So let's look at the 1 hourly chart. This is something that we can be interested in. Well, the 1 hourly chart is showing us this price direction right here. So let's see if we can take advantage of this now. I would like to be I'm quite interested to see if this can go. Pero may pullback tayong ini-expect sa H4. So if the pullback happens, retest this level, balik tayo doon. Sandali. I want to see the price go back up. Medyo may hesitation ako dito ng kaunti. Kasi ito yung unang breakout today eh. So, gusto natin makita if the price can go in that direction. And, okay, sandali lang. I'm a bit curious. Let me see what's going on with that. Sandali ah. Oops. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. I'm checking here. Very quickly lang, no? Alright, yeah. So, yeah. I was just checking the audio, by the way. Now, in that case, sandali ha, I'm quite curious too to what's the update on the high impact news that I was monitoring earlier, right? So for today, that there was an FOMC speech or announcement that happened, pero kanina madaling araw yon. What I'm looking at now as a possibility of this weakening could be the back-to-back high impact news, right? That was delivered here for your well, that's not really a high impact news, I would say. Yung mga purchase index from MBA earlier, there was about 7 o'clock kanina. Pero yeah, hindi naman siya ganun ka-impacting. But the USD CAD is really pushing that price back again. Yeah, look at that. So, ito naman yung inaabangan ko na continuation pero ayaw. Ayaw talaga. So, bumabalik siya ulit doon. Alright? So, pero anyway, just to give you an idea what I'm trying to look for is that momentum if the dollar is really gaining strength or not. Right? Kasi by the looks of this one, as you can see, AUD/USD is falling in that direction, right? Towards the floor of 68.53. Pero, there's still a possibility for this bounce to happen because there was still looking at a double bottom here. What I'm thinking lang possibly is that
Hello,
uh,
coach.
hey Dave, good evening. So we're currently on the live market review, so just hang in there, and just looking on AUD/USD and the dollar strength. Um, from here, so H4 is the earliest possible time frame that I could be monitoring for or if the price can move in this direction. So ibig sabihin, ang ine-expect ko possibly is a little pullback. Then if we are to go and say price is likely to go in that direction, so the sell will be somewhere here. Doon tayo mag-aabang. Though H1 is quite looking interesting right now. So as conservative as we want to be, we want that retest to happen somewhere here. But again, I'm not saying this is not a possibility. If you're quite interested with that, that's also interesting for me as well, right? Pero if I just go to a much lower time frame, which is 15 minutes, I want that price to be touching the yellow or the orange EMA, depending on your screen
Hello,
resolution.
coach.
Yeah. So yes, hi Dave. Thank you so much for being here. We're currently live. Yeah, on our live market review. So, yep, thank you so much. I can hear you loud and clear. I hope you can see my screen as well. All right. Thank you so much. So, from here, yun nga, sabi ko, the earliest would be, as far as time frame is concerned, would be the 15-minute chart. And there is a potential signal there that you want to consider on H1. For me, I would like to see my H4 and my 15-minute chart align, right? So as conservative as possible, the H4 chart will be my conservative entry, right? If we can get in now, H1, or if you wish to get in now, H1 is another option, okay? So in that case, sino yan? Okay. Tingnan ko kung anong situation kay Euro USD. Because if Euro USD is looking the same way, which is not, yeah. So, ibig sabihin, yung iniisip ko kanina na dollar is continuing its dominance in this case, hindi siya nababack up ng Euro USD na pair. So, the last time I was checking Euro USD earlier is this attempt to break out. Now, it has been pulled back to that EMA right there. So, hindi natuloy yung what you call this, hindi natuloy yung um, breakout na yon. Yeah, sorry. Saan tayo ng words. Right? So, but anyway, this is quite interesting for a buy instead of a sell, if you notice this. Okay? Wait, so I'm just going back to H4 right here. Okay. There. So, para hindi ako masyadong maraming lines, I'm just recycling what I had plotted or I have plotted in the past. So, by focusing here, I'm trying to see if historical data can back up these levels right here. So, ibig sabihin, that could be an early resistance right there. Tingnan natin if this price can go towards that direction. At least a test of it. Tingnan nga natin. Can this be at least 1:1? Potentially. Yeah. That is potentially 1:1 right there. So we could be risking about 46 pips, right? Just to validate it if I want that stop loss already set there. On an average, the bars are moving about 33 pips. So I would say, yeah, we're quite safe there if we anticipate for the price to go back in that direction. One way to double check this is by having some indicators right here. Probably you can have your RSI. Tanggalin ko lang yung ano natin dun. Okay na ako dun sa. Right, that's bouncing off the 50. Then you have your stochastic oscillator. Yep, there you go. So an oversold level. Yeah, I'm quite interested with this one. I would say this is, yeah, look at this. Is bouncing off, sorry, get disconnected then. It's bouncing off the floor level right here. Ganda sana na ito dito. Anyway. Huh. Oh, really? Oh, let me see. So we had that on here. Okay. Sorry, so we're looking at this one now. So I'm sharing the different screen there. Apologize about that. Sorry, I'm just about to set an order here now. So let's see if that price can move in our favor for about 50, 45, 47. Yeah, towards like about 50 pips for a 1:1. So let's see if that's something that we can. Oops, not a pending order anymore. Interestingly, looking at this. No, not the pending order. On H4, we're likely to go at market like right now with a 1.0466. Yeah, so we are now going at market and we're just setting a take profit of, well, one way to do that is to drag it here. So we're setting our take profit somewhere within that zone. Yeah, so, oops, sorry, we got late by about a pip. Okay, but anyway, so we are expecting for the price to go in that direction, right? As we are seeing an oversold level being touched here. We are at the floor level. We have a beautiful pin bar there, and we are trying to catch that move towards that direction. So let's see if that's something that can materialize in our favor, right? But AUD USD is still a different story there. I want to see that pullback, then the drop. Okay, let's see if GBP USD is agreeing to whatever we have on those two. Well, it's quite agreeing to what we have on Euro USD. Alright, tingnan nga natin kung meron tayong yun, almost identical entry price there. A little bit interesting pattern to see is this descending triangle. If you love chart patterns, then you know what I'm talking about. This is quite a story to see here, as it will possibly go on a different direction, while Euro US is a different story. Yeah, we're not seeing that descending triangle here. So that descending triangle is quite stopping me to be on that trade. And if you'll have another trend line here, oh well, no, that's confusing na pag maglalagay ka pa dito sa baba. So dito tayo nakafocus. I'll rather keep the Euro US trade. Tingnan natin sa NZD USD, almost identical to what we have on AUD USD, right? So we're seeing that pullback, or sorry, that move towards the floor now. Hindi pa rin nag-continue yung, ito, ang ganda ng drop dito, pero knowing that I have a floor level here, I could have not got in on that trade. We were anticipating for this continuation, as I mentioned Monday, Pero kung mapapansin nyo, nag-sideways lang siya dito nung kahapon. Ngayon, nag-drop siya dyan. Right? So, we have almost an identical move for AUD-USD and NZD-USD. Almost identical because in this scenario, right, unlike AUD-USD, we're looking at a floor level, right, that was broken, and we want to see that retest from that breakout. So NZD USD don't have that level, but instead you can see a little pullback towards the EMA. So for me personally, everything is support and resistance. So I will take my moving averages as what do you call this? My dynamic support or resistance. So after that breakout right there, I want to see that pullback. So I would like to see that happen first before we go for another sell here. USD CAD is breaking out of the 129.40 level. So it could possibly go back if you go and draw another horizontal line there. Okay, so we're recycling a level we have used before kasi mas magiging relevant na yon sa part na dito. Okay. Okay, so we're seeing a sort of like a head and shoulder pattern here. I'm interested for a buy, pero there's something stopping me for that buy right now. Sandali ha. Okay. So there's something in my way. There is something stopping me from making that trade now. Unlike Euro USD, I'm very much interested to what's going on now. Well, 12 minutes left. I'll rather see a pullback. I don't expect for this 12-minute bar to go back there and continue that pin bar. H4 is the best time frame for me so far. Wait, I have not checked 15 minutes. Well, 15 minutes can possibly be an option now, like what I'm seeing. So let's see if we can take advantage of this. Here, tight, tight. Yeah, about 10 pips. So 10 pips if we add 10. So somewhere here. So mga ganun na nga. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. I thought I will wait for H4 chart, but I'm very much interested with this 15-minute chart right here. Right? And let's just have a little bit of an adjustment here. Okay, so but this time, it is just a pending order. The difference is, wala siya, malayo siya ng kaunti dun sa preferred entry price ko. So kaya hindi tayo nag-at market. Alright, I'll go 85, a little bit higher there. Then stop loss will be at 1.29. I'll go 51, a little bit of an adjustment. Tatanggapin niya pa ba in 10 minutes if we go and set this one? Hindi na niya tatanggapin yung ating expiry. Alright, so but anyway, let's just adjust the floor, or sorry, the take profit a little bit lower, right, from that resistance. So ibig sabihin, we're anticipating for the price to go in that direction. So in just 10 minutes, tingnan natin if that price spikes. If it will not, then we'll cancel that pending order, right? So okay, so from here, all right, so that's the USD CAD situation. I was, as mentioned, I was anticipating for the price to go down, pero hindi nangyari yun. Tingnan natin if there's a little bit of a continuation na potentially na mangyari ngayon. That H1 is showing us that breakout. If that 15-minute breakout can happen for us early, so okay tayo dun. So I'm very much comfortable to go and do that. Now to jump in on USD CHF, which is again, kung mapapansin nyo, medyo ilang araw na tayo nag-stay dito sa level na to. Right? After that big drop. Right? So tingnan natin kung hanggang saan yan. I'm still not comfortable taking any trade now here. Except for the one that we had from this area. So I want to monitor USD CHF further, right? USD JPY is or has broken through the 34.75, and we are just waiting for that pullback as a retest of that horizontal line. Tingnan natin how strong that horizontal line can hold that move. If you want to be a little aggressive, a bullish engulfing pattern is now being shown on the 4 hourly chart, which is I'm very much interested in. Kasi after that breakout, this is the most reasonable price action that I have to get in again for this one. So tingnan natin kung kaya. Pero this is just 10 minutes left or less, actually 8. So I would possibly wait for this next bar right here, which is just in 8 minutes. So that's bouncing off the EMA. Tingnan natin if the price can go in that direction later on. So nakaabang na ako ng potential entry price ko dyan sa high ng previous bar na yan. So kung yan yung maibibigay sa atin, then well and good. A more aggressive way to go for it would be H1, pero the last H1 move is not really giving us that momentum, right? So I'm not seeing H1 to be the most ideal time frame, not even the 15 minutes. So the best time frame for me will be H4 if I'm looking to go and trade the continuation of that breakout. Pero pag hindi nangyari ang continuation na yan, as mentioned dun sa D1 chart, we would anticipate for a pullback. Yeah, so ibig sabihin, baka dito tayo mag-attempt ulit na maghanap ng buy pagbalik niya dun sa horizontal line. Okay? Quite interestingly, gold is moving on the 4 hourly chart. It has been very, very playful, staying on these levels right here below the EMA and the 1828 level. So now it has been moving up at least for the last few hours. Look at that move, right? Bouncing off this level. Well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get in on that, and I was not expecting that to happen because I was anticipating for this, if I can just show you, right? So I was waiting for that bearish engulfing to happen, pero hindi siya. So ngayon, saka pa ako mag-aabang ng buy, pero ang laki na nung spike niya. So I don't want to chase that. Ibig lang sabihin nun, kung ganito na nangyayari, I would like for that price to go back somewhere in this level, and I will wait for another bounce, because from there, kung mapapansin nyo, recently or short term, nagki-create si gold ng ceiling dito. So ibig sabihin, kung dito ako papasok, I'm kinda, if not just chasing, I'm already buying at resistance. So no, I don't want to go for that. Well, if you notice, Bitcoin is still not as volatile as we are as we have seen it in the past, right? Pero yung expectation natin na potentially tumama siya dun sa EMA, yun nangyayari na, right? As mentioned Monday. Okay, for the people who have been monitoring the cryptocurrency, particularly Bitcoin, so this is what's going on. As far as our technical analysis is concerned, there's a very good chance for that downtrend to continue, at least looking at it on the daily chart, no? So yun ang nakikita natin. And of course, as it has become nabusan na tayo na right? As nagiging relevant na si price ng crude, someone asked me to see and check what's my opinion about crude, and I hope this will give you the answer. So if you notice, I have crude chart now here added. We are seeing that drop now, right? From 109 to 102 per barrel for US crude. So hopefully, sa mga nag-anticipate for crude price to go down, well, hopefully ito yung sign na nakikita natin. Pero as you have seen this early March and February, ganun din naman, pero eventually umakyat. So lahat naman po tayo nag-anticipate na sana bumaba na si crude, right? So at a point, it was as high as 125 per barrel. I think it's 26 pa nga yan. Yeah. If you look at this in February, right? So hopefully itong drop na to na nangyayari ngayon can give us positive view of what crude can do, or where crude can be in the next couple of days, right? So with this drop being mentioned right here, as you can see it, as always, we are anticipating for a pullback to test the 106 resistance right there, which is again the recent floor that was broken. So if that goes above, then it could be a much expensive crude again. or if it will hold this level right here, then we might see crude price to drop for the next couple of days, or if not weeks, right? So that's my take on the major currency pairs, right? And we have about few minutes left. Gusto kong balikan yung ating USD, oh sorry, USD JPY, H4 chart. Yeah, bumababa pa rin siya. So hindi, again, hindi pa tayo naka-at market naman dyan. Right? Our Euro US is already making money there. Okay, so yun, medyo hindi pa naman siya nangangalahati, pero we're definitely above the entry price for at least about 7-8 pips. All right, pero anyway, let's wait for that trade to be or to move in our favor. Anyway, we're coming from an oversold level, plus we're coming from floor level right here, so yun ang tinitingnan natin towards that direction. So conservatively, I would put my take profit lower than this zone. It's just that I'm putting it there, so I will have the opportunity to check on it later on and possibly manually take the trade. All right. So let's see. Balikan lang natin, no? Yeah, H4 is still showing that move that we are anticipating for a little pullback. Euro US is there. GBP USD is also moving, pero this descending triangle is stopping me from taking a buy right now. So no can do. Yeah, NZD USD is having that pullback that we also mentioned. Then if that happens to touch the EMA tonight, right, then we could possibly go in for a quick sell. USD CAD, we have a pending order on the 15-minute chart. The 1 hourly chart is quite interesting to see, right? Pero sabi ko nga, medyo hindi na natin nakikita na umakyat siya doon to continue that. So what we are taking chances on right now is for this bounce of the EMA and for the price to move up there. So kung hindi man mangyari yan in 2 minutes, possibly I could just adjust my entry price somewhere here, right? Tingnan natin kung yun ang mangyari. Well, that's just 1 minute now, so I'm adjusting my entry. Okay, for USD CAD. USD CHF, as mentioned, I don't want to be involved with that yet. USD JPY, we're waiting for this H4 bar to end. Gold, the pullback is being anticipated. Just have given you my opinion about Bitcoin with this D1 downtrend possibly, yeah, to continue or possible, or that possible continuation, I mean, sorry about that. And crude with almost identical move right there, at least this bar right here. Okay, yung drop na yon. Okay, sa nangyayari kay Bitcoin, but hopefully that price can still go much lower as far as crude is concerned. All right, so it's 8:59 now on my clock, and I'm just waiting for the next 4 hourly bar here. And oh yeah, sure, we can definitely do that. Oh yan, yun na nga, sorry. Unahin ko lang to, then we'll jump in on a quick look on some yen pairs. Okay, so let's just set a pending order here very quickly. So that's a buy stop order 136.34 right there, and the 1.3565. Oops, 135.65. Okay, mali tayo ng type. And 137.03. And it should be about 20.20. Okay, that pending order is there, at least for a 1:1. Pero if we want to be a little ambitious with that move, if that can move in our favor further, so tingnan natin if we can maximize its full potential towards that level, pero dahan-dahan lang natin. Tingnan natin kung mag-spike and then later on. But anyway, we have that pending order there. USD CAD have a pending order as well. So aside from that, those are the currency pairs that I have right now. And as promised, yes, let's go and have a quick look on the yen pairs. Let's have a quick run on this one. AUD JPY coming from that resistance, so hindi siya nag-break out. Look at that from yesterday. So if you guys are selling now, this is quite a level for you to like consider to take your money, right? Look at that beautiful swing right there. Though we have a beautiful downtrend there. Do not disregard that floor level on AUD JPY, specifically on 1-hourly chart. And nakikita nyo yung doji or almost doji there. So still looks like a doji for me, right? On the 4-hourly chart. So it only means there's indecision for the last 4 hours movement. The daily is coming from the resistance. But then again, sabi ko nga, we don't want to discount the fact that we are close to that floor level. Actually, just touched that floor level earlier. So if you are to continue your sell, please watch out for that 93.66 level as I have seen it, or as I have it here on my chart. Yeah, that's AUD JPY. Euro JPY is also looking almost the same thing. It's just that you are not close to any floor level right now, but instead a ceiling. So that's just the reason, ceiling. Pag nag-breakout yan, then ibig sabihin you could see a potential continuation of this trend. So tingnan natin. If you're looking to buy, I would possibly personally, if I am to go for a buy, I will wait for this to happen before going for that. Pero coming from the ceiling, let's see if we can go for a sell. If not today, maybe tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. So buy, wait for the breakout. Okay. GBP JPY is almost the same situation now. Look at that. Nasa ceiling tayo. Yung naalala nyo tong drop na to pero hindi siya nag-continue. Ngayon, tinetest na naman natin tong level na to pabalik. Right? Or inuulit natin tong scenario dito. So, hopefully, kung breakout talagang inaabangan natin, hopefully this time, right, mangyari na yan. Pero not until it happens, I am still respecting that resistance right there. So, ibig sabihin, no buying muna ako dyan sa area na yan. So, NZD JPY, right? Look at that. Same scenario. Pero nga lang, nag-break na siya, bumaba na siya. So, in that case, yeah, I can remember this from one of my sessions. Look at that. Medyo colored pa tayo dyan. Pero anyway. If that price can go much lower, kasi resistance siya dito, resistance. So, hanggang dito. Want to see my H4. This is, again, we're looking into the yen pair. So, without the EMAs, I'm assuming that there's an EMA somewhere here na still orange above the blue. And para hindi lang tayo basta mag-assume, load ko na lang si template very quickly. There you go. As mentioned, orange is still above the blue there. Right? Yan. Yan. So, for me personally, I'd rather wait for the price to hit this level than buy, or break out then sell, right? So ngayon, yeah, we're in the middle of that move. I don't want to be involved there. USD CHF. Ganda sana nung breakout, oh. Pero ayoko na siyang habulin. Curious lang ako sa monthly chart niya. Saglit lang po, ah. Kung may mabuhugot pa tayong price doon sa monthly. Wala na. Ito na yung pinakamataas natin. Wala na ako makuhang price action doon sa pinakadulo. Nasa 1999 na ako. And still, the recent price action is our considerable, yeah, resistance. Okay. Well, I'm not saying this is already the all-time high. I cannot just see the all-time high. Pero yeah, at least for the moment, I can say yes, we are on our all-time high as far as CHF JPY is concerned. So, a little pullback there is actually anticipated. Yun na yung nung Monday after nung breakout, pero hindi nangyayari. We are still soaring high for another 160 pips since Monday. All right. So, next will be CAD JPY here. Tingnan nga natin. CAD JPY is just few pips shy towards the resistance right there. Adjust ko lang po ito. Sorry, dagdag lang tayo dyan. Okay. So, ito na yung ina-anticipate from last week pero hindi talaga siya natuloy, or from Monday at least. Right? Hindi pa rin talaga natutuloy itong reversal na to. So, ibig sabihin, may chance pa rin na umakyat si market doon. H4 is on that bounce right now, which looks interesting, by the way. As far as this pattern is concerned, I'm very much interested here. Just give me one sec. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Let's set a pending order here. I'm very interested here. Yeah. Entry price 105 point, oops, sorry. 105.03 and stop loss will be 104.48. Yeah. 106.70. Yeah. And yes, we're on the 4 hourly chart. Okay. There you go. So tingnan natin if the price can move in our favor papunta doon. Kung hindi naman, then D1 can possibly go back to the EMA here. Then tingnan natin kung makakahanap tayo ng panibagong buy order somewhere in that area. Okay? So, look at that. Beautiful. All right. So, those are the yen pairs that I have so far. AUD JPY, Euro JPY, GBP JPY, NZD JPY, CHF JPY, and CAD JPY. So, again, reminder for the guys who will be watching this session or will be watching the recorded version on YouTube. Again, before you even take those trades, if you agree with the analysis, that is, please go back to your chart as the chart could have moved differently already, or the price action could have moved differently already, and that maging iba na yung setup doon. So please understand that if you are on a lower time frame, okay, pwedeng iba na yung itsura ng chart. Yun po yung ibig kong sabihin. Alright? Again, trading is risky if you don't know what you're doing and you're blindly just following a trade or whatnot. Okay, so I hope this analysis have given you a view of what the market is doing on a Wednesday. And again, if you agree with the trade, go and take it, right, with your discretion. This is not a command, but instead, I hope that the analysis is something that can help you make that decision, right? Please apply trader's discretion. Everything that we have discussed here so far is for general commentary only and not to be considered as an investment advice. All right. So that's it for our Wednesday live market review. And I hope to see you guys again on Friday for our end of week market review. So you have a wonderful week ahead of you. Trade safely, everyone, and stay safe too. Stay healthy. I'll see you guys in the next session. Bye for now. For the guys in Zoom, please stay online. Cheers. Bye bye. All right.